Reagan Beers and Saniyah Smith to jump. And LSU will start with the basketball.
Oklahoma starting in. So a man-to-man defense, gap defense. They want to keep the ball out of the paint.
Aneesah Morrow misses. Oklahoma's second game in a row, they're using this starting lineup. Raina Scott, her second career start. She has earned her way into the starting five.
Raina Scott, she's got a bigger presence, and there right away, Oklahoma goes inside in the paint to Reagan Beers.
LSU starting five. Now Cheyenne Day-Wilson will have to carry the load at point guard. Last year, Poa not with the team right now for breaking a team rule. Kim Mulkey will decide when she returns. Raina Scott gets a look at the basket. Reagan Beers.
Now that they have Reagan Beers to run down Main Street, they've got to get back and protect the paint.
Yeah, don't forget, Oklahoma, 5th in the nation in paint points. Flau'Jae Johnson back over to Cheyenne Day-Wilson. Hits the long two. They'll work it in to Peyton Verhulst. Turnaround is short. Rebound by Saniyah Smith.
Both teams, it's going to be interesting to watch the transition defense because they like to both get out and go.
LSU's leading scorer here, Flau'Jae Johnson, covered up. Day-Wilson, a little step back three. Aneesah Morrow doing what she does, gets the rebound. Top of the key, Flau'Jae. Guess who's there to clean it up? Aneesah Morrow. And Oklahoma throws it away. Oklahoma averages almost 20 turnovers a game. Mikaylah Williams elevating in the short corner.
Her teams are going to defend. Her teams are going to rebound. And she likes to play from the inside out.
4 national championships on her resume, including bringing LSU its very first national championship 2 seasons ago. Cutting to the basket, Sahara Williams, a pretty transition point.
Flau'Jae Johnson needs somebody to run with her.
She'll be fouled by Sahara Williams. 5th in the nation in bench points per game. They get about 33 points per game.
But I don't think that conditioning is an issue for LSU. What they've got to be concerned with is, especially the big three, staying out of foul trouble. I think they can go the distance.
Right now, Saniyah Smith is the only one that's got a foul for LSU. Verhulst caught that with one hand and then knocked down a three.
That's when you know you're a shooter. You can catch it out of the pocket, line it up, and still knock it down.
She's had a career-high 38 points this season against Missouri and a triple-double against Duke. Oklahoma basketball. Here's Nevaeh Tott. They'll work it inside to Verhulst, who is posting up on Flau'Jae Johnson.
When you cut, you've got to cut with a purpose. Keep your defender engaged.
That's a 2 from Flau'Jae, in and out. LSU hasn't had a field goal in almost 3 minutes.
Liz Scott is battling big time with Aneesah Morrow to keep her off the glass.
Oklahoma, meanwhile, shooting 50% from the field. Turnover. Number 3 for Oklahoma. Mikaylah Williams at the free throw line. That ends the scoring drought. Fade away. Day-Wilson has to hold up, didn't have any help. Rolling around and falls down for Saniyah Smith. LSU within 1.
Like to see number 5 in white getting back to her old self after she has been since SEC.
And we've got pushing and shoving on the floor right now. Saniyah Smith was the first to push. So what they were looking at the monitor is they will start with the how and who started parts of the incident. They'll take it piece by piece and expand to the other players on the court. The last thing they would do would to be review the bench areas. They'll also look at the clock.
After the called foul on LSU number 5, we are ejecting LSU number 5. We are also ejecting Oklahoma number 34.
And Liz Scott will have to go back to the Oklahoma locker room. Samaya Smith has already left the playing area.
Yeah, severe, extreme, and unacceptable. I think both were equal. I think that the officials got that right. Samaya Smith, over the last 4 games, was averaging about 20-plus minutes a game. That was key to their rotation, especially if Aneesah Morrow were to get into any type of foul trouble.
Not saying that it doesn't hurt Oklahoma not to have Liz Scott. We get some pushing and shoving. Samaya Smith of LSU and Liz Scott of Oklahoma both received disqualifying fouls, and they have been ejected from this game. They are in their respective locker rooms right now for the rest of the game. Jersey Wolfenberger gets in the passing lane and finishes on the other end. Raina Scott floating in the air. Rebound by Wolfenberger. Yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul.
Shepard in transition. Keynes was able to establish legal guarding position. And Shepard could have pulled up for a short jumper.
Wow, Peyton Verholm.
She needs to drive it or needs to pass it.
She's got 8 of Oklahoma's 18 points here in the first quarter. And it puts Aneesah Morrow at the free throw line to take on the Cardinals. How fun is Hannah Hidalgo? 10 straight games with 20 or more points.
And she's one of the best two-way players in the game. She will pick your pocket in a second. Somebody that gets down and plays defense as well as put points on the board.
I think she's in the conversation for the National Player of the Year, right?
And she should be.
Yeah.
She should be.
Here's Colton.
It
counts as a free throw.
That's right.
That one does too. It's taken them a while, still trying to figure out how to play with her with all the experience they had returning. They returned 98% of their scoring. There's Aneesah Morrow in the bucket. Second all-time in career double-doubles. Come to LSU last year when she knew they had Angel Reese inside, and guess what? She still got her rebounds, even with Angel Reese. Raina Scott at the free throw line. Through contact. Verholst trying to get some space from Flau'Jae Johnson. Man, Mikaylah Williams didn't get the shot off in time. They added a game suspension for disqualifying fouls, so we were able to confirm that with Puolani in the break, and they will have to sit out the next game. But it was labeled a fight officially.
Literally the first punch. They were the aggressor. They were running in transition and pushing. It took about midway through.
Rare company, 14 games with 15 and 5 rebounds at least. Juju Watkins, of course, the star for USC. Mikaylah Williams sitting in transition. She was the freshman of the year in the conference last year.
Last couple of games, she struggled from the three-point line.
6-0 run LSU. Found her shot. Well, Flau'Jae Johnson found herself open at the elbow. Skylar Vann starting to look more and more comfortable this season as Skylar Vann, who was the co-Big 12 Player of the Year last year with Madison Booker, both now in the SEC. Booker playing at Texas. She's at practice. They've had to change. They've started doing 5 on 6 or 7. So they'll put 6 or 7 practice players out there.
Same thing when I coached at Purdue. We were getting ready to play Tennessee. I had 7 people on the floor to get ready for their press. Same thing when I was in Florida. You had to put your extra practice guys to really feel the intensity of the SEC defense.
Were you one of those extra players on the floor? Because, you know, Coach Baranchek gets involved, and she's on the scout team.
Only in half court.
LSU just keeps coming. Lexi Keys by herself. Zaya Van. They just gave a technical to Jenny Baranchek.
Jenny wants to talk about it. Was it on her or one of the assistants?
It is against Jenny Baranchek. You see the bottom of the screen, she was running after one of the officials. And that's when Brian Garland teed her up, so Mikaylah Williams is at the free throw line.
Welcome to the SEC. When you've got so much talent, so much on the line, there's a lot of passion from not only the players, but the coaches.
Flau'Jae for two.
Ready or not.
Her first.
The officials need to get control of the game. I think that it is physical. The emotions are rolling high for both of these teams, and they've got to clean it up, or this could get really ugly.
Peyton Verhulst with the bucket.
Your fundamentals. You got to play by the rules. You can't have anything dirty, ugly. Hold your ground. You can't back down, but you've got to just stick to the fundamentals.
Aneesah Morrow showing off a little range. Catch and shoot for Verhulst won't go. She does already have 14 points. LSU's hit 4 of its last 5.
That Oklahoma-Kentucky game is going to be interesting. Kentucky has a short bench, but their starting 5, it can go about 7 deep. It's going to have to battle Reagan Beers here for Oklahoma.
So far tonight, Reagan Beers 7 points, 2 rebounds for the Sooners. She's trying to post up on Del Rosario right now, and she does off the window.
Defense can't allow the offense to get you sealed. You've got to pull out the chair even. Ooh. Looks like Beers is trying to catch her breath.
Did she get hit in the throat? That does count towards her 5 personal fouls. It also counts towards the team foul count. So Peyton Verhulst at the free throw line misses the first. She'll get another one, and Oklahoma's going to get the basketball.
So Del Rosario will probably sit the rest of this quarter. Remember, Samaya Smith was ejected earlier in the ball game. One less post player for LSU.
Oklahoma's playing without Liz Scott. She was ejected for a disqualifying foul. And that's an offensive foul on the screen on Reagan Beers down low.
I would post up Aneesah Morrow. There ain't anybody can stop this right here, number 20.
Yeah, she's got Landry Allen on her right now. And you can see Aneesah Morrow trying to demand the basketball. Instead, Flau'Jae's going to hit falling down.
It ain't my fault.
LSU going. One-handed lay-in, the kiss off the glass. Yeah, it's going to be an offensive foul. Used it to motivate her. Verhulst's fading away.
And this game is like, it's got the postseason feel.
Zay Wilson gets the screen. Back to Mikaylah Williams. Uh-oh, by herself. Zaya Van taking the opening, a true freshman.
Or Mikaylah Williams playing the forward. That is a tough matchup.
Miracle Shepherd gives LSU a second chance. Weaving in, Mikaylah. Three-point play. She's got 17. Offensive fouls. Williams flashing in the corner. Oh, that's smooth.
LSU puts a sub in to stop the clock to get this break.
Verhulst to heave.
1 of 6 from the three-point line. She's found it from there as well. 3 for 4 so far tonight.
This is the 6th time this season in the SEC that we have had two teams in the top 15 playing each other. The previous 3 seasons, it only happened 6 times. So wild what we've had this year.
I think that the talent in the SEC has risen to a new level. And I think the addition of Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC even raises the bar.
Flau'Jae Johnson! Zahara Williams too much.
GMs in the WNBA are looking for at number 24 in white. She may be undersized at a post. She can be that pure stretch 4 in the WNBA.
If you don't know, Flau'Jae is also a rapper with Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Performed at the ESPYs this past year. Jersey Wolfenbarger. There's going to be an offensive foul against Reagan Beers.
It felt like one of the officials gave a flop signal underneath, but the foul was called on Beers.
And that's her third. Mikaylah Williams hits. Two looks for Oklahoma, but no points. That was against Skylar Van before the ball was even inbounded, her third. Ooh, drama on the roll.
Power to her game. And I can't think of another player that plays like number 24 in white.
Over 2 minutes without points for the Sooners. She was an All-American at DePaul and decided she was ready for another challenge. Came to LSU.
Well, Aneesah Morrow is a goal setter. One of her goals was to make the wall at Simeon High School. You know who else went there? It was Derrick Rose. And when I coached at Purdue, I had a player by the name of Katie Douglas and liked to play her. She had guard skills. Player at the 4, that's a tough matchup for any opponent because you can spread the floor.
and the improvement from June until this point in the season. But conference play is always tough, especially when you've got some footage on tape and opponents can scout you more.
Well, she had to sit down with Zaya and Skylar, and she pointed out to Zaya how she can get to the rim even in the SEC, and she didn't realize she could be okay. That's nice.
The vision from Gilbert to see Aneesah Morrow. Interception.
The versatility of Mikaylah Williams to be able to transition. She went in playing the 4 with the small lineup. Now she can go back.
Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, number 3, Notre Dame, taking on Louisville. Notre Dame's won 12 in a row, longest active streak in the ACC. Reagan Beers back in the game here for Oklahoma with 3 fouls. Yeah,
that was a flop. Now Oklahoma can have anyone to shoot these free throws.
This has been a game where you had to have the rule book handy.
Yeah, flipping through pages as we sit here. There's so many that have come into play tonight.
All right, LSU has made 5 of its last 7 shots. Meanwhile, Oklahoma hasn't had a field goal in 3.5 minutes. Flau'Jae steps around, lays it in. 18 points for Flau'Jae Johnson. Sahara Williams. That's a 2 from Williams, short. Kaylin Gilbert. LSU is shooting 62% from the field here in the third quarter.
LSU shooting 62% this third quarter.
Adjustments for Oklahoma starting on defense. You see them bringing some pressure.
Try to turn LSU over, take time off the clock too so that they don't have as much time to pick you apart and get the ball inside.
They get the turnover, just the 9th time LSU has turned it over. Raina Scott gets points.
I think it's a good idea by Oklahoma to change things up, try to break the rhythm of LSU.
Back-to-back turnovers now for LSU. Now, Aalyah Del Rosario has 4 fouls, so she has gone to the LSU bench. Jersey Wolfenbarger is in with 3 fouls. They got to take care of the basketball here. It's been a wild game. 36 total personal fouls, 2 technicals. We've had 2 players ejected.
LSU settling for the 3 and turning the ball over, going against what has worked so well early in this quarter.
4 3-pointers for Mikaylah Williams. Wolfenbarger just picked up her 4th foul. Aalyah Del Rosario is on the bench with 4 fouls. And remember, Samaya Smith was ejected in the first quarter, so they are limited on post players right now.
Of LSU, what has Kim Mulkey done? She's adjusted. Instead of just relying on substituting post for post, putting Mikaylah Williams in at the 4 at times has really helped this LSU offense.
She's going to leave Jersey Wolfenbarger out there with 4 fouls.
Wolfenbarger guarding Reagan Spears with those 4 fouls. Why not go inside?
She's a young point guard for them.
Zia Van is an 80% free throw shooter. She has had a tough night tonight.
They're just 2 for 6 now. Swiped mid-air by Sahara Williams. Lexi Keys in the corner. It's a 15-3 run overall for Oklahoma.
Now, you've got Aneesah Morrow standing in the middle. You need to have flashers in the middle. You're too easy to match up with just standing in the middle of the floor.
Richard in trouble. The double team coming. Mikaylah Williams sneaks open. Oh, boom! 5 threes for Mikaylah Williams. The response.
Lexi Keys, 3 of 4 from the three-point line.
Back and forth. Ooh, that was scary. Left her open.
I got to find Mikaylah Williams. She got the hot hand. She is dialed in. Number 12 in white.
Bottom of your screen in the corner. As Flau'Jae has 21.
I think a key for a successful team is you've got to have those big three, and those big three show up on a consistent level, and that's what they have done tonight.
Inside to Beers. And you know Wolfenbarger has to be careful because she's got 4 fouls.
And that's unless they're going to bring a double team, go to Beers all night. When the double team comes, then you can find your three-point shooters if you're Oklahoma. Oklahoma just has not been able to take advantage on their end.
LSU shooting 71% from the free throw line. Three seconds. 12.6 here in the third quarter. Richard calling her own number.
Look for Reagan Beers. Force LSU to bring a double team that'll give some more space, time for their three-point shooters.
Yeah, Oklahoma brought the pressure starting for the first time in that third quarter, and it forced a handful of LSU turnovers. They had 5 turnovers in that quarter. That's the 4th on Reagan Beers. Jersey Wolfenbarger and Aalyah Del Rosario both have 4 fouls.
Jenny Baracek going to leave Beers in the game at number 32 in the Crimson.
Or 52.
Or 52. I have my glasses on.
She was the only offense for Oklahoma. Reagan Beers was in some foul trouble, only played 8 minutes in the first half.
36% from the three-point line.
Flau'Jae got their own rebound. And a travel. Pretty pass. Swatted away by Kirsten Johnson. Flau'Jae won't quit. 23 for her. Floater from Van. And when it comes to pace, they're second in the nation in pace of play. They want to go quickly.
When Aneesah Morrow goes for a rebound, ain't nobody getting to it but her.
Oklahoma got it back, though. Williams. Zion. 10-point game after LSU led by 24. 26th free throw that LSU has taken today.
Look at Morrow go to work on the glass. But threw it away.
And Aneesah Morrow picked up her 20th double-double of the season. 20 points, 10 rebounds. Remember, she leads the nation in double-doubles. Williams has already hit 5 threes today, trying to tie her career high with 6. Beers and Raina Scott waiting at the table for Oklahoma. Kirsten Johnson takes it.
The big three need to be handling the basketball.
Transition buckets.
And LSU needs to play through Flau'Jae Johnson, Mikaylah Williams, and Aneesah Morrow.
Verhulst offensive board.
Wow. Kim Mulkey just got teed up.
Kim Mulkey teed up. Both coaches have now received technicals in this game.
See, I think that the officials saw the initial contact with Flau'Jae on Verhulst, and then Verhulst retaliated, but the whistle was already blown. That's why the foul was called on Flau'Jae Johnson.
Well, they whistled this against Oklahoma, but I thought the Sooners, yes, they'll overturn it. That ties her career high with 6 threes. No, excuse me, that was a 2. Her season high is 32.
Thomas from Connecticut going to Phoenix. The big question mark is, what will DeWanna Bonner do?
Peyton Verhulst was whistled for the foul. Reagan Beers calling for the basketball. She's got 5 fouls, but facing Wolfenbarger, who also has 5 fouls. Stolen away by Mikaylah Williams. Right back the other way for the Sooners. And Raina Scott trying to come back and pick up its first top 10 win of the season.
LSU is able to extend it back. It's kind of like an accordion. Mikaylah Williams, Aneesah Morrow, and Flau'Jae Johnson.
There's Flau'Jae. And now Mikaylah Williams. Jersey Wolfenbarger just fouled out for LSU.
Cheyenne Date Wilson on the floor for LSU, number 50 in white. She's got to recognize, find the big three. Mikaylah Williams, Flau'Jae Johnson, and Aneesah Morrow.
By Zaya Van. Right through the defense. Kaylin Gilbert put up that shot. She didn't put it up with her left hand, too. Oklahoma has outscored LSU 22-15 here in the fourth quarter. And Reagan Beers knows that Del Rosario's got 4 fouls. It was the jump stop for me.
I like that decision. Raina Scott pulled up, didn't get too deep into the paint, and knocked down that jumper.
Oklahoma within 4. Morrow spun right into a double team. Gives her all every day in practice for Oklahoma, and it's making a difference. She just made it a 1-point ball game.
Reagan Beers is guarding Del Rosario. She's got 4 fouls.
They will say, swish! Peyton Verholz can do it too! Up by a point after leading by 24.
Oklahoma switching everything right now.
Here's the touch from Mikaylah Williams. This is a 2. Aneesah Morrow offensive rebound. Another chance for LSU.
They don't have to be in a hurry. And Oklahoma doesn't have to foul. All they have to do is get a stop.
8 seconds. Mikaylah Williams off the screen. Her 7th 3. Back the other way for the Fighting Tigers.
They got to go quick.
Too much time. And Oklahoma will foul.
Every bucket was earned. Battle on the boards has been there.
Drama in Baton Rouge, but the Tigers extend.